that remains is for the game to start. Blades brandish, shields will shatter as we kick things off on Breeze. Heretics on the attacking side. An opportunity to completely eradicate memories of Madrid. Such a disappointing finish. But now they've gone so far. But the hardest step is yet to come. Gen.G Fishy trying to pave the way, following the dog, making their way out A. Tagged up by the walls, you see the spam coming through. First bit of blood goes the way of Gen.G, and the last of it does too. It's not a sprint. These are things where your mental will get tested. The depth of your strategy book can potentially get exposed. Texture's the one who's getting tested right now. Plucking Mood out of the sky. And of course, dipping in for a second, perhaps a third. But wisely decides to take a step back.
He was an imminent threat already. Silent creep up all around the mid area of the map. Once contact gets made to this mid door, that's going to be the key for Boo to creep on up.
I take them out!
And creep into his death. Really no space to be found.
There's not many options right now for the side of Heretics.
Not at all.
Yeah, they have all the mid space. So at least they'll have some info of how Gen.G like to play some of these default setups of 3-2s for future anti-ecos. As I say that, a rain of fire.
Hang on now, these classics are not supposed to be winning these gunfights. Not at this distance, not against
30 seconds left.
Guardian on the other side. Can Heretics convert on this? Can they already make a mess of the situation?
There's a flank.
Player standing. Spike
Rian's
down.
getting
B.
caught, the spike not going to go down. Patek's classic, the only thing standing between Gen.G and a second round win.
And an operator already online for the first gun round of Team Heretics.
See that flash go out towards elbow, a little bit of presence B. Rian's making himself known.
Right here.
Whoop. Again, these openers from Gen.G look so good right now.
Picks everywhere on the map, left and right. That operator got online too. And yet again, a 5v3.
Oh, it's looking to double dip. Gen.G Fishy posted up on half wall.
Oh my gosh.
While Patek goes down.
Why not? Here comes first contact.
Bloodhounds with nose to the ground trying to hunt him down. Gen.G Fishy feeling all the pressure. He will get cleaned up. The blood will be drawn. A flawless round as Gen.G get their third. Plays that almost don't look real. They almost look like they're defying the way the game is played. Challenging convention. You expect for if Heretics are going to have a really good shot at this, he's got to be online. Of course, he is the first out onto the site, finding cover in the smoke and now striking onto Munchkin. But Texture and Meteor again.
Spike down. B.
He's not able to control the spray though. Gen.G Fishy lit up. He's the last one standing and will meet a similar fate.
Will be the second gun round for Heretics. And they need this one bad, Doug. They need this one really bad.
Meteor's getting active already, taking so much space. And then TPing away, feeling a lot of the pressure that's heading B. When you hear the drone come out, you know there's help that's needed. And of course, Meteor arrives on the scene at just the right time.
Just some spam through the smoke, seeing some of the chasers on the other end. But Munchkin, he gets plucked out by that Sova dart. We're gotta find out right now.
Meteor used his ult on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, Patek, there's the jump spot. A little leg shown. And now they think twice about it. This is a brutal spot for Heretics. They know that the Yoru just ulted on B. They've already gotten picked off on the other side. You know there's an op towards A.
Value required, I don't think. There's 3 players of Gen.G primed and ready here.
Lakia with an opportunity to make a massive play. Meanwhile, Texture on the other side, he was overwhelmed, but Meteor again delivers. Woot's left in a 1v2 with 10 seconds left. He's got the spike in hand. He's got to commit to getting it down low. And with 5 HP, nothing but a sliver, nothing but a little bit of spray will take you down. But Woot looking to find some success for Heretics, and he just can't either. A ferocious start for Gen.G. Just this kid, and it's Meteor who's just taking the show. Blades online, op shot rattles off. Doesn't connect. But can Woot find any success with his ult?
We saw how deadly he could be in that last series. That icebox clip is one for the books.
I don't think Gen.G are interested in reading it, though. Look at Munchkin again getting active, and again, it's Meteor who capitalizes. More than halfway to his ult again. Something to kind of get yourself out of these stumbling blocks that you've slammed into every single round so far. Maybe it's Rian's, but now Texture showing that he can do a bit of his own. The blades come online, and Wood falls.
Player standing.
It's just Boo now, and a classic at that distance, excuse me, a Sheriff. Maybe can deal a little bit of damage, but not even that. A 6-0 lead for Gen.G. Heretics have already called a timeout.
He's now enabled. They're scared of Meteor. The duo in tandem just switching sites, switching positions.
I'd be scared of him too.
Especially with this little off angle he's holding, waiting for anybody to creep on up, walk right into the crosshair.
Now he's got the TP towards A.
Dog and Halls will get some value, but it's going to be the fight in mid that's going to be the deciding factor in this round, and Boo comes out on top.
Benji Fishy gets the best Munchkin on the other side as well. Heretics putting together a round, and it's about time. They've got plenty of money, but I can't imagine Texture goes for a 1v5 here. And I don't think Texture knows. It's tough when you have so many angles you have to clear.
Oh, of course he knows.
Gen.G still with the cozy lead, and Op still in the hands of Texture. Wood has his own.
Way more aggressive this time around is Texture.
If they decide to go A, they're going to have to reckon with the two Astra Stars that are sitting at their feet.
I've got your trail.
But the Seekers invested, the wall goes up, and they've decided this is where they want to dance. This is where they want to try to find some success. Lock in with the Hunter's Fury out. It's going to be traded in kind by Rians, but they're starting to get the kills they need. They've gotten two. Karen's still trying to dance around the site. Keep a close eye on the minimap. Benji Fishy has gotten all the way up, and he might be able to cause problems. Now going through the door, Texture stuck on the outside, still lands a shot onto Boo. And now a 2v2 as the spike goes down.
Hawk out.
That flash is so good. But with such little health,
One enemy
what can Gen.G
remaining.
do? Munchkin falls. That's the weak one that's left. Does anyone swing the op? Yes, it does, and it doesn't matter. Patatek puts a bullet between his eyes as Heretics get their second.
And now they're reading the map really well. Boo is doing a good job of IGLing. Once more, not hitting the site where the operator is at.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like they can see through the walls. As soon as the op switches back over to A, Heretics a step ahead of it. Decide that they want to take a different look, a different approach.
I think a lot of people out there, myself included, get so blinded by the fact that Heretics have these shooters, have these stars, that Turkish aim and whatnot.
That's enough to slow you down and make you think twice about it. But Heretics now wanting to go B. Can they get past Munchkin? The spam is good onto the first and onto the second. Benji Fishy's there on the trade, yes, but it's a 3v3. It's going to be a flank on the other side. By the time he arrives, the round will likely be over. He can't get in.
What was that from Meteor? The run and gun on the first kill. Consolidates his aim, secures the second. He's here to win it all, man.
Careful now.
Oh, Meteor caught by the trip. Into the next we go. Op still in the hands of Woot.
Cutting through.
Carried over by Benji Fishy. Boo has his pit. Maybe they play around that here. That's just so tough when you think about Meteor's ult. It's such a good counter to that. Op train and shot delivered. Oh, he gets a second. Dash still online. Halfway through. Heretics again have the door slammed in their faces, but Rians continues to push.
And it's just a freeze to the round now. Everyone grouping up. Bomb is alone in halls.
Boo not allowed to get into the site as the door gets toggled once more. They have found some passage out, but they still haven't gotten the main objective down. That's a big swing out from Boo as Lakia falls. Can he find anything else as he pushes around? What a shot from Karon. Another 3 for him as Gen.G gets 8. 12 and 4 for Texture. The op still online. Currently posted up A.
Deploying the...
This Molly, as soon as Munchkin gets some contact, does such a good job of delaying. Another opportunity for him to strike into the hearts of Heretics once more.
Someone needs to break his dart.
A quick step back. Fox the dash. The flash through. Meanwhile, Boo's the one that falls. Texture gets the best of Woot again. He's had his number the entire time.
Down A.
Gen.G are obliterating Heretics on this half.
And the setups, they're just shot. And just like that, Meteor is slowly Texture is slowly creeping up to Meteor's score. 16 kills for Meteor, 14 for Texture. But it's all gonna rely on the controllers on this B site. Meteor is here to support.
Munchkin has gotten so much value here as well. I mean, forget about the dastardly duo of Meteor and Texture. Look at the value that Munchkin can provide, that Karen can provide. Another kill found. Patatek and Boo have to try to make something of this.
One enemy
But
remaining.
they've got them cornered. They've got them
Spike
surrounded.
down, B.
They know where they are. They're on the hunt. Gen.G get to 10.
Now, this is the half that they just seem to just own teams on. This is where they thrive, on this attacking side of Breeze. Munchkin calls such a good game here with this Astra. You'll see them deny a lot of info in mid. In the mid round, usually.
Sure.
And slow starts like this, always.
They've been spotted on some of the presents. I love this call. You make the Viper wall go up A. It suggests a split going through double doors. He might even put his body on the line to sell a damn thing. Benji Fishy falls, but look at where the spike is. Look at where the rest of Gen.G are. All attention turning towards B. They're gonna waltz in, and Munchkin might win the round by himself on the other side. 3 kills found. He's a man on a mission.
No one can connect on him. He's like Neo.
Here.
And now he just holds bottom mid by himself. I mean, you're right. He 100% won the round by himself, but either way, the macro game went in favor of Gen.G this entire round. What can Boo and Rians do to consolidate, do anything? But
Enemy remaining.
Munchkin with 4, the IGL.
Not able to deliver on the ace. What a gift that would have been, but Lakia cleans it up. Gen.G get to 11. Heretics not finding really anything else. He really did. The call was exceptional. The execution was somehow even sweeter. You gotta go back to the tail of the tape as we put together this beautiful story of Texture up against Wood, and what a clash that would be. Wood is currently sitting at 4 and 12 or something like that. Meanwhile, Texture and Meteor, we've sung their praises so many times. The song has got to be like a leaky faucet in the minds of Heretics. But they might be able to close this thing, at least this round. They've got a pretty big numbers advantage. Lucky and Meteor, the only 2 alive. They've dealt with one of this 2-headed beast in Texture, but Meteor still healthy. Now taking some damage,
Last player
feeling a lot of the
standing.
pressure. He will get cleaned up by Woot, leaving Lucky alone. A Guardian, but 20 HP. That's way too big of an ask.
And plenty. It's not too dim, not too gloom. Maybe they can yet sing a song.
It's the same dog we saw from the previous round. They're all here. Munchkin can't settle the shots with the Sheriff.
Decent damage done. So a little worse for wear. It's 3-2 on an elbow. Doesn't get much info. Benji just missing the timing. Maybe for good reason. But Meteor's giving a good reason for Gen.G to potentially steal this round away.
Walker's dead.
Patatek on the exchange, though. Oh, he's tagged him. I wonder if he can hit the spam. No. Camera spotting 2, spotting 3. Utility cleared, but space gained from Gen.G.
Spike planted.
And these are the scary moments when Gen.G gets onto this B site and Texture has this Guardian. He can really activate.
They're down in numbers, they're down in weapons, but this is winnable. It's gonna be big on Heretics to execute.
Dead fool.
Another one traded back as Boo falls. Oh, this is big. A flash in the face. Texture can't respond back. Lakia with the ghost spots the second, but can't deliver the shots. So Heretics will find their 4th. They're continuing to stick around. A couple nice shots with the Marshal. Now with the op.
Here.
Now trained A.
Here.
And of course, that's where Gen.G's headed. A 4-1 approach, it looks like. That flash through. They normally invest a dart with this.
Next?
Yoruwalt.
That's better than any dart you could possibly ask for, because who can find a timing? Because he saw through. Oh, has to dash away. I thought he was gonna try to land the shots. Almost gets punished for the high ground. He tries taking. Meteor so far up here. What can Rians do?
Spike planted.
Playing close by as Patatek has fallen. You've got Boo has joined. But they've gotten the spike down, and as you mentioned in the previous round, this is where Gen.G are successful. This is where they're at their best. Spam through the smoke. Boo falls as well. Benji, Fishy, and Woot have to force back to try to get this 2v5. But again, an impossible situation. So many things to consider, so many targets to find. Just too many.
All that commotion was going on at A main. That Yoruwalt getting all this info. Karon cut off the rotations. No cavalry could be arrived.
Lakia has this ult, Munchkin's close to his. Those two alone, I mean, those two can secure the map.
Yeah.
He's gonna get plenty of idea of what's on the other side. But you see them on the minimap, they're starting to creep in. The walls, the corners are starting to shut, but Patatek kicks the damn wall down. Rians gets in on it as well. Another round the way of Heretics, but is it too late? I mean, is it too far gone? Patatek close to his ult. It's a big one too, as you think about how Gen.G like to play at the beginning of these rounds. Any info that you can gather is valuable.
Decoy. It's a faster approach from Gen.G. They've been sitting back for quite a bit of rounds. Meteor, I mean, he's so disrespectful right now, and I don't blame him.
Look at Woot. Oh, look at Woot. He tried doing the same thing. Both Sovas almost caught in their utility, but Locky is the one that falls. And now the Seekers on the swing. Karon not able to get much more. There's no room for Meteor to get back to the spike.
Halloween gun round. But a hero rifle buy this round for texture, because he has the knives available next round.
Amalgam of a buy. Patrick flashes the card over the top. They've been caught once more. Oh, but it seems like they're happy to take that fight, happy to get caught with them. Now the drone over the top from Lakia. Patatek still trying to hold the line with Rians over his shoulder. Now you're going to have to deal with that again. An opportunistic swing up from Patatek, and he pays for it with his life. Now the Hunter's Fury. Rians will fall too. Boo and Benji Fishy left alive to try to convert this, and Boo's making a run at it. They've invested the neural theft. They've gotten info. They've gotten the pit out, and they're going to rotate away.
And just Munchkin staying right here. Heretics have to keep one player there. That's why you see Boo just stuck. Like he's in mud. And now a late lurk that can be a thorn in the side of Heretics. Benji Fishy, he's wrapping around himself.
He might catch a timing here. All of his utility is still up, but it seems like they've managed to navigate the landmines and get to the other side, so Boo and Benji Fishy with a borderline impossible task put in their laps. But they're so weak. There's got to be a really nice timing up for Munchkin. What in the world? How did Benji Fishy hit that? Boo's gonna have to 1v2 here. He's got a Phantom in hand, but time is so short. He's got to go, and he's got to go now. One away from the pit, spots the first, understands where the second